Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Applesauce here today. And today I want to talk about Legend League. I want to talk about what's broken, what's not right, and my honest feedback and how to fix it. I think Legend League is so fun and I enjoy it. I play it every day. I run multiple accounts playing it, and it's amazingly fun for me. And I think a lot of fun for a lot of people. But I think a lot of people share a lot of the same frustrations that I have. And I just love to voice them and get people's feedback. And if people think there's extra things I'm missing or things that should be added to this list, please let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear, guys. But this is just my list, and today I'm just voicing over some of my attacks. So just giving my honest feedback about what I think about Legend League. Okay, so the first thing I think that is wrong with Legend League is the matchmaking system. The matchmaking system is kind of busted. Right now, it's entirely luck. Like some days you can get matched and the enemies attacking you are complete garbage and you go really positive. And then some days you have professional players who are absolutely wrecking your base and swagging every spell in their army camp. It's really weird and there's not a specific rhyme or reason to it right now. And it's kind of frustrating. Now, typically, if you're in the lower end of Legend League, you're going to get matched against the lower players. If you're in the higher end of Legend League, you'll get matched against higher players. But, that's not always the case. Sometimes you get easier players, sometimes you get harder players. It's a lot of luck. It's luck against who you get matched against. And the way I think you could fix this is if they introduce some sort of tier system or bracket system within Legend League. Let's say, you're at the bottom of Legend League. You're at 5,000 trophies. You might be in Bronze League. You're going to get matched against all Bronze Legend League players. This way, you at least know, what you're going to get matched up against. Let's say you're in the top 1,000. Maybe you could be in Diamond League or Platinum League, and you're getting matched against all top tier players. But at least you're getting matched against top tier players, and at least there's something to show. Like, oh, look at this, I'm in Platinum League. That's why I'm getting wrecked today. But now it's just like, oh, is my base bad or is the players attacking me bad? No one really knows. And it's pretty frustrating that one day you'll get attacked by a bunch of players who are drunk and don't even know what's going on. And then the next day you're getting attacked by Stars and Klaus and they're swagging their whole army on your base. So I think if they added some sort of matchmaking system, this would help a lot, just so we can know at least why we're getting matched against better players or worse players. I think we have somewhat of the hint. If I'm in the top 1,000, I think I'm going to get matched against better players, but there's no real way to know. And I think I'd love to see some sort of matching for that. The next big thing I want to talk about is win trading. Win trading right now is out there. And whether you know it or not, it's a thing. And so essentially what win trading is some of the top players, what they'll do is they'll pay people to take defenses on their base. So if you're one of the, let's say you're in the top 1,000, you might pay someone $40 and they'll fail on your base. They'll get a 1 star or they'll get a 0 star or they'll do something. And then you pay them money and you get that. Now, I've never done that, but I know people who have. And some have gotten banned for it, but not all get banned for it. There's some still doing it. And that's how they maintain at the top of the Legend League leaderboard is by paying and win trading for it. Now, I don't think we'll ever fix that unless we do something like we remove names and clan names from the attacking screen. So when you're attacking your enemy, you have no idea who they are. You don't know if it's Itsu, you don't know if it's Klaus you're attacking, you don't know who you're attacking, and you don't know what clan they're in. I think that would be a huge way to help stop win trading because if you don't know who you're attacking, then you can't purposely fail on them and, claim the money. So I think that would be a huge fix. And I also don't think you should be able to see it. Now, some people don't think you should be able to see it at all. This would prevent base stealing a lot, but I think you should be able to see. I think a lot of people are interested. Who did I attack today? Is it a known player? Is it not? So I think you should be able to see the name, but it should definitely be hidden during the attack. I think that would be a big way to stop some of this win trading that's going on, and it's kind of ruining the game, especially if you're a really competitive player. I think most players aren't super competitive, but if you are super competitive, it kind of kills a lot of the fun for you. The next big thing, and I think everyone could share my pain in this, is decorations. The decorations that get spammed on the inside of the base I'm gonna pop up a screenshot now of a base and just how bad it looks. Yeah, it's horrible. Like, the base, you can barely see anything. Like, there's just so many decorations on the base that it's blinding to look at, and I don't think anyone wants to play like that. So, it's a literal strategy for top Legend League players to spam down as many decorations as they can, so it makes it hard for the attacker to see the base. And you couple that with, like, dark sceneries and your million obstacles that you have, and suddenly you can barely see what you're doing. And it's very frustrating as an attacker that, people are just spamming and abusing this. I think decorations are cool and you should be able to use them, but I think only on the outside of your base you should be able to use them, not inside your base. Some people think you should get rid of them entirely. I think that kind of defeats the purpose. I think a lot of people would be upset if they were completely removed, especially if you paid money for some. I think they should be able to be displayed, just not inside the base, because right now it's kind of ridiculous that you can just absolutely spam them down right now and you can't see a thing. The next thing I want to talk about is event troops. Okay, this one might be a little controversial, and a lot of people are going to say, no, keep the event troops in Legend League. I think event troops are okay if Supercell would balance them, but they never balance them right. The issue is they put in like that Valkyrie a couple seasons ago, Broom Witches, Lava Hound. Those just ruin the game. It's just you spam them in, you get a 3-star, and you're good. And it's not fun for anyone when you can't defend at all, no matter where you are, and people are just spamming these troops down. Now, I know a lot of people who farm want to have them, but I think it should be maybe in lower league. So let's say they added the matchmaking system, like I suggested, where, you're in a certain bracket. If you're in a lower bracket, I have no problem with event troops being in the lower bracket. But in the higher brackets, it completely ruins the competitiveness of Legend League. This season they had event troops, and the season kind of feels ruined. I think a lot of people at the top who are really competitive don't enjoy it at all. I know for me and a lot of the people I know, we don't enjoy it at all because it just ruins it, unless they were balanced. But the issue is they never balance them correctly, and if they were balanced, I think a lot of people would be okay with having event troops in the game, but it's the fact that they're never really balanced, and they're just either way overpowered or way underpowered and no one uses them, and then no one talks about them. So they typically make them overpowered so people will at least use them, but the issue is it just ruins the competitiveness of the game. It ruins War, it ruins Legend League, so I would like to see them not in Legend League, at least not at the top. If they added some sort of bracket system in Legend League, then, put them in the lower brackets and not in the top. If you still reach a certain trophy count, it shouldn't be there. But definitely don't love event troops. The next thing I'll talk about, and I know a couple friends of mine who don't push Legend League because they can't get extra attacks in. And I completely agree with this. I know Supercell said that they're going to add extra attacks. I don't know why they haven't already. You should be able to do more than your 8 attacks. Now, after 8, it shouldn't count for trophies, but you should be able to attack ghost bases, kind of like you can now for farming. I think right now it's kind of frustrating. You only get 8 attacks, and then you're like, my 8 attacks are done. What do I do all day? Just friendly challenges? You want to be able to attack more bases. Supercell should encourage you to play the game more, not less, I would think. So that's a big change I'd love to see. I know they said it's coming, so just reiterating that I would love to see it, and I know a lot of people who would love to see it. I think overall, my 2 main gripes are the Legend League matchmaking system and unbalanced event troops. So I think if they added some sort of tier system or just some sort of rhyme or reason to who you're getting matched up against and why. I mean, there kind of is a rhyme or reason why you're getting matched up against players. If you're closer to top 1,000, you'll probably get matched up against more top 1,000 players. But I wish there was a more defining thing that, set you apart. And that, I think that would be a good way for, to encourage more players to push. People would want to push more if there was some sort of goal or profile badge that shows you're, you know, in the top 1,000, or, you're resetting pretty high and you're getting matched against better players. I think that would encourage a lot more players to play and push harder and be more competitive. And then also, yeah, the event troops, I think everyone's getting a little frustrated with the event troops, especially with how unbalanced some of them are. I'm okay with event troops being in the game if they're balanced, but they just haven't been balanced. And in Upper Legend League, it's just an utter nightmare. I know a lot of players who maybe might be in Lower Legend League like them in there, and I think maybe in Lower Legend League it's fine. But just to have all over Legend League and the most unbalanced event troops, it just makes it not fun for a lot of players. That's all I have for today, guys. Let me know if I missed any in the comments or if you guys think that any don't deserve to be on there or maybe I didn't capture anything right. I love this game. I love Legend League and I truly want to make it better. I think it's a lot of fun. I mean, Legend League right now is in a good state. It's not in a horrible state, but I'm just seeing things that could be better. And I want better for the game. I think all players do, especially when you're pushing up higher and you do all your tasks every day and you invest a lot of time in the game. You want to see it be great. So I'm just offering some constructive criticism that I think would make the game a lot better. But that'll be all for today, guys. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.